Let's bring the May 1st meeting to order. Salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mr. Cullen?
Here.
Ms. Curran?
Here.
Mr. D'Angelo?
Here.
Mr. Poliafico?
Here.
Mr. Parolo?
Here.
Mr. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Stiltner?
Here.
Ms. Paglione?
Excused.
And Mr. Ciccoletti?
Here. Solicitors report.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board, members of the public. The board met in executive session starting at 6:45. The subjects were personnel and informational matters and presentations from the superintendent about buildings and facilities. The executive session concluded at about 7:33.
Thank you, Mr. House.
Mr. President, I would ask that we approve the agenda with said addendums and table items G, H, I, and J if there aren't any objections by anyone.
Okay.
So can we approve that?
Okay, so Mr. Collin second that, so we're going to vote to approve the agenda, and we'll not just skip right over those items, okay?
Right. We
Okay.
tabled G, H, and I, and we have a few minor punctuation.
And J.
And J. G, H, I, J.
Correct.
Just for specificity, under which main?
Personnel?
Personnel,
That would
Mr. Hauser,
be
yes.
new business, that would be number 6.
No.
Capital, Roman numeral 7.
7.
Items
L.
G. Personnel, right? Item 7. This is number Roman 7.
Yes.
Yeah, under personnel, yes.
Yeah, those are
Item C.
Yeah, 5 and 6.
He was a change also.
Item 7C
L was a
and 7L. 7C and 7L.
There were changes, okay.
So
we'll
get
take a
roll
vote?
call on that, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a roll call on that. Mr. Smith?
What are we doing, roll
We're
call?
approving the changes to the agenda.
approving
Yes.
the changes.
Yes.
Ms. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Collins?
Yes.
Mr. Parolo?
Yes.
Mr. Palafka?
Yes.
Mr. Stiltner?
Yes.
Mr. D'Angelo?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Reports, Superintendent Dr. Brodus Davis.
Yes, tonight I'd like to have, we have a presentation from someone we all know, does an excellent job. Evan, Program Director for the 21st Century. Always comes in smiling.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. It feels like just yesterday that we were up here in September talking about after-school programs. So before I get into about summer and what we have, I just want to go over some quick highlights from the after-school program this year. First and foremost, we had our 21st Century audit, which is called the monitoring visit from PDE in February. I'm proud to share with you all that we passed all 72 compliance areas for the grant, so we're in good standings with PDE and the federal government. Some highlights for Snyder Girardi over the course of the year. We have serviced 216 students in daily services. This can include math, homework help, tutoring, and other academic enrichment activities. We also provided parent enrichment programs as well. At the Bristol-Borough High School, we have serviced a whopping 357 students across various programs. These programs include, but not limited to, study hall, teacher-led programs, study hub, which is our after-school program, tutoring, and credit recovery. Speaking about credit recovery, since summer of 2024, students in 7th through 12th grade have recovered 122 courses. This is a huge success for academic programming. In close, I believe that the after-school program continues to provide a strong academic support and meaningful engagement opportunities for students here in Bristol-Borough School District. So hopping right into summer camp, not a lot has changed as far as programming goes, so we're still going to be running the 21st Century Summer Stream Camp. This is funded full or in part by 21st Century Community Learning Centers, Bristol Borough School District, the Bristol Borough Council Academic Oversight Committee, and one of our new partners, the Bucks County Opioid Settlement Funds. These are additional funds that we've received through Ivan's House to help support some of the funds and programs that we do. So Summer Stream Camp at Snyder Girardi, it's a referral-based program for students rising 1st through 6th grade. We have a maximum capacity of 100 to 120 students. As of today, we have 104 already registered. These are referred students from grade level teachers that need some extra academic support. We also provide programming here for St. Mark's students, 5th through 8th grade, and that will be a capacity of 20 to 30 students. Our camp schedule is June 26th to August 1st. And no program on July 3rd for the 4th of July. We run Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 12:30. We are a free meal site. Breakfast and lunch is provided from 8 to 9 a.m. and then lunch is provided from 12 to 12:30. This is provided by the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. When I say a free open meal site, you do not have to be a part of 21st Century to have a meal provided to you. You have to be under the age of 18. So if there's, for some reason, a parent didn't sign their student up or they were not referred into the program but still are in need of food, they can come straight to the cafeteria doors at that time frame and receive a free meal. Our daily schedule is broken down by grade levels. So 1st through 3rd grade, they will go to academics first and then go to recreation. So they'll be in academics from 9 o'clock to 10:15, and then they'll go to recreation from 10:30 to 11:45, and then it's a vice versa for 4th through 8th grade. And when I talk about 7th and 8th grade, that is St. Mark's students. The high school has their own program. Some camp activities. As usual, we're going to be running the summer academics where we'll have experienced camp counselors in the classroom working on summer reading projects, math journals, ELA work. Students will be grouped by their grade levels, so 1st grade with 1st grade, 2nd grade with 2nd grade. And within those classrooms, we will have certified and contracted teachers to help support the classroom instruction and small group tutoring. Recreation, we're going to have experienced coaches. Students will have the choice between performing arts, where they can be learning singing, dancing, acting, and music theory, and also have a visual arts program provided to them. This year we'll be doing the musical play Annie, and then the other students that have chose athletics, they will be doing various sports inside and outside. Some enrichment activities and potential field trips that we have planned for summer here at Snyder Girardi. We have community partners like Penn Community Bank, Bristol Borough Police Department, Cops and Kids, NAMI, an SEL program, Mad Science, Franklin Institute, track and field training with John Mundy, Village Arts. We have a field day and a staff and student games, and then of course we have that performance arts play. For field trips, we're going to go to Tyler State Park again this year, where they will work with Driftwater Adventures, where the students will learn about water safety. They'll go kayaking, fishing, hiking, and then students will have a special lunch provided to them on that day. And then we're going to be doing a walking trip to Grundy Library for 1st through 3rd grade, where they can get library cards, learn about the services that the library has to offer here in your community. At Bristol High School, we're still in the planning phase, so we are just getting to it. But Bristol High School, it's going to be rising 7th through 12th grade. It will run June 30th to July 31st, Monday through Thursday, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. No camp on the 3rd. We'll have credit recovery running for 7th through 12th grade, June 23rd to the 31st. Some potential high school clubs and trips that we're going to provide is garden club, weightlifting, drama program, summer recreation, service learning, open gym, Tyler State Park trips, and local gardens. And that is our summer. You guys have any questions or concerns?
Just one question I have. Can you just go over the registration process?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
You hand that stuff out in here to
Yes.
parents, but maybe some people at home could,
Yes.
watch the meeting.
So we'll talk about Snyder Girardi first. Because there's a high demand, it is academic referral. So the student has to be referred in by the teacher to get a referral to the summer camp. For the high school, it is open enrollment. Those flyers have been disseminated and they're posted on the communication page as well as the 21st Century Facebook page. And that is open enrollment for anybody rising 7th through 12th grade.
Thank you, Evan. Evan, this is, we have this grant for 5 years, correct?
5 years.
And
So
we're in year 3?
yes, we're in year 3. We're about to start year 4 in October 1st of 2025.
This is a very good program, and I know a lot of parents appreciate this, and we want to say how much we appreciate you for running this program.
Thank you.
And as I look through here, you're doing some things that are very important, in my opinion, like water safety. We live along the river here. You know, that is important. And you know, with the police officers, then of course you have to have some fun things. But I think that what is great too is that, you know, combining and going to the theater, because our music program is growing here. So I think that's another good thing. All the things that you do are very good, and we're very fortunate to have you.
Thank you, I appreciate
And
it.
we do appreciate everything. We do appreciate you coming here. There's a lot of towns and a lot of communities that don't have this. And I think the people of Bristol are very fortunate that, you know, we got this grant. And hopefully, you know, it could continue, but it's out of our hands.
Yeah.
But if they see how it's run, and that's a hat off to you and your crew and everybody that works out there,
Yeah.
maybe they say, it works, let's keep it.
Yeah.
So
and-
let us know if there's anything you need for us to do in the future.
Thank you. And that's a great thing about the visit with PDE. We did such a good job. So hopefully this can sustain some more funding for us in the
And
future.
as Mr. Poliafico said, and which was an excellent point, is that people want, or we start to get calls as the registration process. So we could always, if we have to, we could put that online. I mean, that's very important too, that they understand the process.
Thank you.
Ev, I want to say something. I mean, you run a great program, you have a great team, but I think more needs to be said about you, though, individually, because you come into work early, you communicate with everybody, you're walking around in the classrooms, you have a good relationship with the kids, and it goes so far, and you could tell that, you know, they're attracted to the programs and you from your leadership. So, you know, I really commend you. Like, you're a great teammate, so.
Thank you. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that. I couldn't do it without everybody else that works in the district as well, as far as admin, teachers, and things like that. So I do appreciate the commendations to myself in particular, but without the support of the whole district, it would be impossible. So thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you, Evan.
So when this year's summer's up, you have 2 more summers left. So
Yes.
when do you have to reapply?
So it just it depends on funding. So what happens is the federal government will release funds to the state, and then individual districts or nonprofits will go to the states and apply for it. As of right now,
Well, my fear is what you just said, federal.
yes. As of right now, there is no talk about additional funding, but everything is changing as far as PDE goes. So we are good for now. At any point in time, funding can cease, but let's not worry about it until we have to worry about it. Let's continue what we're doing. Let's make the strides, show how good these programs are for the students, and, you know, hopefully they'll see the good things happening here.
Very good.
Great job, thank you.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you, Evan.
Take care, bud.
Thank you.
Ms. Bowser, elementary principal.
Federal programs update for Title I, Title IV. Title I Family Engagement, Math and Literacy Night for grades pre-K to 1. We had a great turnout. This is the first year that we invited the pre-K from the community as well as the pre-K classes from our school. Grades 2 and 3 will be held on May 6th and May 14th for grades 4 through 6. On May 16th, we'll also have our pre-K students transition day here at Snyder Girardi at 9 o'clock in the morning. This is a time we could provide an overview to our kindergarten program, answer any questions, and the parents get to tour the kindergarten classrooms with their child. Our Title IV funds continue supporting STEM, gifted enrichment, and outrageous. Thanks to a very generous grant from the AOC, our STEM lab has acquired a large format poster printer. This addition allows us to print high-quality, large-scale posters, educational materials, and signs to enhance both our instruction and classroom environments. Looking ahead, we're excited to incorporate this tool into our future Young Entrepreneurs program, where they have the chance to design, market, and produce their own printed products. Our final Outrageous Showcase will be held on June 5th at 11:45 in the gym. Our Scholastic Book Fair is going to be running from May 9th to the 16th in our library. Kindergarten registration is Wednesday, May 7th, Thursday, May 8th, and Friday, the May 9th at the Snyder Dratty here Elementary School. And our Science and Art Showcase will be on May 15th from 5 to 8 p.m. And finally, our Field Day is scheduled for May 30th. Thank you.
You want to tell them a little bit about what we saw today?
Oh, yes. Outside today, they presented, Raising the Bar presented with the money to be able to have a Lincoln Memorial. And the hope is that it's going to be, the kids could use it also, and maybe embed some of that information from our history of our town into our curriculum here, possibly with fourth grade who does study Pennsylvania history. So it should be very exciting. And
you remember his whole speech? Good. But just in brief, is what they're going to do is there's a piece of track that's on the borough property, it borders ours. That was where Abraham Lincoln had stopped. Actually, he was through Bristol twice. Once was his funeral, and once he gave a speech there. So is what they're going to do, they're going to put a pavilion there. It's going to be a metal figure of Abraham Lincoln, and they're going to put some figurines made out of metal that look like people observing him, listening to his speech. And there's going to be a screen with the QR code that you go and you click on that, and you'll hear what it's all about.
The audio. That's cool.
Yes, so that is coming, so that work will be done probably in the fall. But it borders, it's on the borough's property, but then it's the path and our property. So they may be coming here to ask for some permission to do things in the future if they need to. But right now, they're on borough property. Mr. Nastasi.
Thank you. Title I update, we just finished our PSSAs, and the students will continue to work and improve on their FastBridge scores. We will have another FastBridge testing in another month. Title IV, 7th grade STEM. Students are learning about technical drawing and then drawing blueprints and construct popsicle stick structures based on designs using popsicle sticks and hot glue. 8th grade STEM. Students are learning about measuring and then coding robots to complete a tour of their own city creation with landmarks and attractions to help them increase tourism. They will then have their robots complete their tour and determine if they're successful or need to continue improving their code to meet their city tour plans. For the high school, 21st century production. Students are designing and building their own landmark structures using CAD software, 3D printers, and laser cutters. Students have to draw blueprints and a 3D model, create a material list and cost, and an assembly project plan, and then construct their structure using cardboard tape, hot glue, and popsicle sticks, along with any other materials they want to include. They then will present their projects along with design engineering process. They followed in a final pitch presentation. The introduction into physical computing class. Students are learning to manually plot and code autonomous flights, DJI Tello drones to complete simulated STEM missions. The gifted students and the STEM club, which is new, the STEM club after school. The students participate in a variety of STEM-related activities like paper airplanes, air shows, Spirit Robot, Rocket League, and Dress to Impress, laser engraving photos, TGI, Telodrone soccer, and obstacle courses. Our Keystone testings are coming up. 512 and 513 will be our Keystone literature. 514, 515 will be our algebra testing, and I didn't add on here. 516, 519 will be biology. And I wanted to give you guys an update on something that we did. So we had the Bristol cleanup. and Mrs. Daly, our nurse, and Sheila McIntyre, our chemistry teacher, along with Councilwoman Maria Figueroa. We had a cleanup last weekend, and it went really well. So we are trying to incorporate our students more in the community, and Amy Daly and Maria are coming up with a plan to help people in our town that are not able to clean up their yards or whatever, and we're trying to create lists that our students can go there and help them with those needs in our community. We already had one student who helped somebody in our community already. It was a great task that we completed. Also, the students that were there are part of our Interact Club and our Community Warriors that were here last Sunday doing a cleanup for our town. So we're trying to get our students more into community service and help people more. And not just worry about community hours, but, you know, the fact of giving back to people who are in need, you know, and that's the pilot of it. And along with with Miss Daly and Miss Figueroa and Miss McIntyre, it's a good team to spearhead what's going to happen in the future. So that's it.
The only thing that I would suggest, and I don't know if this, we'd have to get Mr. Hauser, Mr. Trulo to look into this, is that when we go into someone's backyard or wherever we're helping clean up, it's not like picking up on the street. You could have nails,
Yeah.
blades, so we have to be, it's a liability, but we'll check
Yep,
with that. It's an
yep.
excellent idea,
And
but
they
I
are.
think that we need to go out and look like somebody could be looking for a free yard cleanup and be piled up 12 feet high and you
Yeah.
don't know what's in there.
Yeah,
So
so
we'll-
they're going to work out those details.
Good, and we'll
make
run
a
that
plan.
by, you know, Mr. Truelove, Mr. Hauser, to make sure that,
Yep.
you know, we're protected on that.
Yep.
Well, we'll also make sure they have the proper equipment with them, like gloves and stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good point. All right, that's a great idea. Thank you, Mr. Nacasi.
Thank you.
Comprehensive plans.
Everything's been submitted. It's on time.
Thank you. Public participation. Anyone from the public? Anything in the public would like to make a comment on an agenda item? No one from the public? Okay, let's go to new business. Item A.
All right, Mr. President, I motion to approve the proposed budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year in the amount of $27,287,520. And that is attached.
Yes.
Second.
Second by Mr. Cullen. Any questions?
Roll call vote.
Roll call.
I'd just like to make a couple quick comments about the budget cycle
Yes,
this year
please.
that we all did. This is a balanced budget. There's no millage increase in this budget. That's 13 consecutive years we've gone without a millage increase in the borough. It's a 0.40% increase from last year's budget. Some of the revenue savings was an increase in basic ed of $151,000, an increase of subsidy for adequacy supplement, $254,000, increase of special ed funding, $69,000. 8 teacher retirements with 6 replacements, that was estimated at $755,000, and a decrease in medical benefits of about $100,000. Some of the expenditures were a teacher contract increase of 0.50 with step and column movement, that's $600,000. Custodial and maintenance contract increase 2%, support staff contract increase of 3.1%, Administrators Act 93 agreement of 3.5%, retirement rate increase from 33.9 to 34%, that attributes to about $46,000 increase. Rental income loss of Bucks County IU classrooms is about $74,000, and an increase in tuition for Bucks County intermediate youth students, that's $257,000, and an increase in electricity and oil for the high school and Snyder Girardi, $122,000. So the process began, we were probably $850,000 in the hole at one time. The board and the budget committee worked very hard, and again, we have another successful year with no millage increase. Thank you.
Mr. McHugh, I don't believe the budget committee ever really met. It was all, we had one meeting, but we followed your advice. You put a lot of work into this. We appreciate that.
It's a busy
So
season.
we did have one meeting. Yes, you did a great job. But we went along with your advice and we're back. Thank you. Okay, going to do a roll call.
Okay, Mr. Cullen?
Yes.
Ms. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. D'Angelo?
Yes.
Mr. Poliafico?
Yes.
Mr. Parolo?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Stiltner?
Yes.
And Mr. Chicoletti?
Yes. Item approved, 8-0. Okay, item B.
Mr. President, I motion to approve the Bucks County Technical High School budget for the 2025-2026 school year totaling $35,079,532. The Bristol Borough School District share is $908,708. That's an increase of $31,610 from 2024.
Mr. D'Angelo, have a second?
Second.
Mr. Cullen?
Also a roll call.
Roll call.
Okay, but, hold on, anybody have any questions? I'd like to comment on that budget, Ms. Curran, you're the,
Oh, I do
Anything you
apologize.
want?
I didn't know that you wanted me to.
no, anything, just right off,
John, is there anything?
John,
think
I'll
we're
go
below
to him
the
next,
act,
John.
There wasn't anything that stood out that we,
Yeah, they were allowed to raise it a certain amount, we were under that.
yeah,
Okay,
and
so-
we're going through negotiations now with support staff, but everything is staying relatively in
But there were
smaller percentages. Chris, is there anything that stood out to you?
No, I mean, this is a pretty standard increase over the years. The last 5 years, it's been pretty close to this. So our enrollment's not really increased dramatically or decreased dramatically, so it's pretty standard.
Good.
I think it's been a while, but one of a meeting a few months ago, I guess by now, there was talk about doing some maintenance work up there. Has those things, issues, a roof, I believe?
So the roofing project is going, I would say, well.
Are they doing it now, or?
So there's been phases. I believe we're in the last phase, if I recall correctly. It's more fine tuning now. I believe we've experienced that issue now that the air conditionings are probably starting to run right now. They're now seeing what needs to be adjusted, and they're holding the contractors accountable for what they've done and maybe what changes need to be come in and fixed. But I would say Mr. Holtzman, I believe he's the assistant director,
Correct.
has been giving us very nice updates, but also really holding everyone accountable to the work that was done.
Was there some equipment improvements too, in some of the labs and things like that?
So there has been equipment that is being looked at to be either purchased or approved by grants. Off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of anything major. John?
That's good. Great.
Nothing, yeah, but I mean, everything, they are, I will say the one thing that I do appreciate with that board is the amount of grants that they're receiving for different types of equipment. They also had, I believe it was 7 students that are going on to the national.
Yeah.
That passed through, which I thought was really impressive, that we have students that are excelling from the state of Pennsylvania and our technical high school in Bucks County, and I really hope they do well in nationals.
Good stuff. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go on with the roll call.
Mr. Cullen?
Yes.
Ms. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. D'Angelo?
Yes.
Mr. Poliafico?
Yes.
Mr. Parolo?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Stiltner?
Yes.
And Mr. Chicoletti?
Yes, thank you. Item C.
Mr. President, I motion to approve the appointment of John D'Angelo as the Borough Treasurer for the 2025-2026 fiscal year. Pennsylvania School Code indicates a Board Treasurer to be appointed in May.
Second.
I have a second. That's Mr. Collins, second. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. Congratulations, Mr.
Thank you. Item D, Mr. President, I motion to approve the Bucks County Intermediate Unit Special Education Budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year in the amount of $869,707.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Collins? Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. Item E.
Mr. President, I motion to approve the district school calendar for the 2025-2026 school year, and that is also attached. Anybody wants to take a look at it?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Collins? Do I have any questions on that? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries.
Okay, item F. Approve the attached list of 2025 Bristol High School expected graduates upon successful completion of the academic requirements.
Second.
Second, Mr. Cullen. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries.
Item G. I motion to approve the Bristol Borough School District Special Education Comprehensive Plan for 3 years as required by the Pennsylvania Department of Education.
Second.
Second by Mr. Cullen, or was that Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith,
Mr. Smith.
okay. Mr. Smith. Any questions?
I just have one question. That's similar to our regular plan. Is that required that that's
That's
in
been
public?
posted, yes.
It's been posted?
30
and
days, yes.
It's okay. Thank you.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries.
Mr. President, I motion to approve the contract with George Gatto, Director of Facilities and Security. Term of contract is July 1, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. I believe there is something in there.
Yeah, there's
Job
something,
description.
job
If anybody
description,
wants to see that.
that's in there. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Cullen, are there any questions? Take a
Yeah,
look at
I'd like to ask, for Mr. Gather to appear, periodically to give us some updates on things, and, at the end of the meeting, we go around the horn. I'm gonna ask a couple things and wanted to know if there was any progress, so from now on, hopefully.
Yeah, that's
Mr.
a good
Gatto will
idea.
be-
No, you go ahead, you got some.
That's okay.
You want to wait till the end?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
And Dave, that's for 20, to
28.
June 2028, not 2026.
Yes. I think I
2028.
said 2026, but it does say. in the
2028,
agenda,
yeah, it
yeah.
says 2028.
So, Mr.
Okay. All
Hauser,
right, so,
It said in the, hold on, it said in the paper
Yeah, he said
2028, but I said 2026, I think, didn't I?
I did not hear. What was that is technically in the purview of the chair, Mr. President. What did you hear, Mr.
I believe I heard 26, but let's correct that.
Is there,
Reread it?
I think, is there any objection to an amendment, a motion we've been ordered by unanimous consent? Is there an objection, someone make the motion to amend that motion, the item H, just from 2026 to
Make a
2028?
motion to amend.
Make a motion.
Is there any objection? You ask for any objection?
No.
No objection.
Then you can say so ordered.
Okay, so ordered, we would make that motion to read contract as July 1, 2025 to June 30th, 2026.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Wait, no.
No.
28.
I think it was meant to, I think, just so I understand. I believe the motion is meant to read 2028,
Yes.
correct? And I believe
Oh,
Mr.
it's supposed to
D'Angelo,
be 2028.
June
right.
30th,
And
2028.
Mr. D'Angelo
Yes, yes.
read it as 2026. The board unanimously, by unanimous consent, amended it correctly to 2028. So now you're on the original the motion as amended. So there needs to be no further reading.
Okay.
All in
It's
favor?
amended. Okay, no more, done. Okay, thank you, Mr. Hauser, for clarifying that. Item I.
Mr. President, motion to approve the appointment of...
The motion will actually on the vote on this as
Okay,
amended.
now we
needs to
got to
be-
Now,
Just needs
okay,
all
so let's go
There we
back.
go.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. I was confused too. All right, item I.
Okay, motion to approve the appointment of Joseph Adamson as the Bristol Borough School District Representative to the Bucks County Technical High School Authority for the term ending December 2029.
Second.
Mr. Collins. Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Abstentions?
Okay, under item
Motion
7,
carries.
under personnel. A motion to accept the resignation of Ingrid Alvarado, cafeteria employee, effective April 11th, 2025.
Second.
Mr. Collins? Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries.
Item B, I motion to approve the sabbatical of Daniel Vlasenko, health and physical education teacher, effective 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
Mr. Collins, second. Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Nays, abstention, motion carries. Item C.
Item C, approve the appointment of Angie Jimenez as a non-certified cafeteria employee at a rate of $12.10 per hour, no benefits, as per negotiated agreement, effective immediately. This is one of our amendment that we changed, and it originally read $12.48, but the correct amount is $12.10.
Second by Mr. Smith.
Second?
Second.
Mr. Smith? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. Item D.
Mr. President, I approve, motion to approve permission of summer paid days for Damon Smith and Deborah Connard, not to exceed 10 days at their per diem rate.
Second.
Second by Mr. Cohen. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. Item E.
Mr. President, I approve the supplemental, a motion to approve the supplemental positions for the 2025-2026 school year, the rate of pay as per the master agreement.
Second.
Mr. Cohen. Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries.
Okay, we're going to move to
H.
item H, yes.
F.
Which is one of-
F.
You can do F.
Item F, I'm sorry. Item F, I motion to approve to hire Vania Golston as a long-term sub at Masters plus 30, step 1, prorated as per the master agreement, effective immediately.
Second.
Mr. Cohen?
Smith.
Smith.
You don't know my voice.
And I gotta get my ears checked here, Mr. Smith. Sorry about that. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention,
Guys,
motion
start
carries.
rotating.
Okay, moving on to item K. Motion to approve to hire Coral Nutschke as a health and physical education teacher, K through 12, at the bachelor's plus 15, step 1, as per the master agreement, effective 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
Mr. Smith? Questions? All those in
What-
favor?
What's the?
I'm sorry?
What's the issue here? What's happening? Why? Oh, because that guy is going out?
He's going on sabbatical.
Okay.
That's his replacement, correct, Dr. Davis?
No, this is
I
Joanne.
Jeff,
wasn't
this is-
sure if he was
Jeff,
at the high school.
one of the teachers that retired, this is who they're replacing.
Oh, okay.
Was a gym
We'll stay
teacher.
together.
Got you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. Item I.
Item I, this is, excuse me, catch, item L. This is also an item that we amended. I motion to approve to hire Carolyn Daly as a certified school nurse, BS in Public Health, Bachelor's Step 1, as per the Bachelor's plus 15, Step 1, as per the Master's Agreement, effective the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
Mr. Cohen. Question? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. Item M.
Mr. President, I motion to approve to hire Michaela Coglin as an elementary teacher, pre-K through 4, at Bachelor's Step 1, as per the Master's Agreement, effective the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
Mr. Cohen.
Third.
Any questions?
Second, third, and fourth.
Yeah, I have a question.
Question, Mr. Polyafco.
Is this person going to be strictly at the elementary school?
Yes.
Do we have a permanent one at the high school?
No, this
No,
is
this is a teacher.
This is an elementary teacher.
This is part of the retirement, teacher.
Are you looking at the nurse?
Yeah, I got you. My mistake. I thought it was the
No
nurse.
problem. No problem. Okay, so, all those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries.
Okay, item N. Mr. President, I motion to approve to hire Nathan Eddings as an elementary teacher, pre-K through 4, at Bachelor's Step 1, as per the Master Agreement, effective the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
Second by Mr. Smith. Any questions?
Dr. Davis.
Before we vote, Mr. Eddings is here. Thank you for coming tonight. It shows that you're dedicated. Congratulations. Now we're going with the vote. All those in favor? Aye. You're hired. Once again, thank you for coming. Item O.
Item O, Mr. President, I motion to hire Samantha Gatto as middle school English Language Arts ELA teacher at a Bachelor Step 1 as per the master agreement effective the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
Mr. Smith? Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Abstention? Motion carries. Okay, public participation. Anyone from the public? No one from the public. Information and discussion. The next public board meeting is Wednesday, June 11th. That will be our last meeting, and we'll be off for summer break. And then we'll communicate with Dr. Davis as to when we need to come back in August, okay? If need be, could we approve the budget on that date?
Yes.
On the
Yeah,
11th?
it's been out, it has to be out 30 days, it's plenty of time.
We got plenty of time?
Yep.
Okay, so we're good with all that stuff, okay? So tentatively, that'll be our last meeting for summer break. Graduation is, Doc, when's graduation?
June 11th.
June 11th.
Yes.
Can't be, they've got a meeting that
You got a
day.
meeting that day.
You gotta cancel.
Unless we're leaving here and going.
No, graduation's on, excuse me, Tuesday the 9th.
10th,
Okay.
June
10th.
10th.
We always have the board meeting the
I'm
day
looking
after
at the
that.
26th calendar, excuse me.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, Doc, that's
That's
okay.
my bedtime.
That's okay, that's okay. That's a good,
Yeah, the
Mr.
10th.
D'Angelo caught that one, yep, okay.
you.
So graduation on the 10th, our meeting's on the 11th, and we're okay with the budget on that. So next, okay, let's go around the horn. Mr. Smith?
Yeah, I want to say thanks to Evan for the great job you're doing and the program that you're running, because it's totally awesome, so kudos to you. I'd like to congratulate all the new hire teachers. Nathan, congratulations, and good luck. You're going to need it. And if you need anything, just come to us. But that's all I have.
Ms. Curran?
I'd also like to thank Evan for all your hard work. I mean, this is years that I've personally known you're hands-on, you're really working with the students, and like Nick has mentioned, they know that you're invested in them, and you can really see it in their reactions. I'd also like to thank Ivan's House and 21st Century Community, and the AOC for providing additional funds. I mean, our community really steps up, and again, that's what makes Bristol Borough special. And to that effect, thank you for mentioning the community cleanup. Again, it's showing our students and the community that we care, and helping those in need really goes a long way, and I love that initiative. And just to also thank Chris for completing our budget, for reviewing the tech budget as well, and providing us with the guidance that we need to continue to provide a great, well-rounded school for our students and for our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Curran. Mr. Collins?
Well, I'd like to thank everybody they thanked, but also I want to thank Chris for doing a great job with the budget, Julie and Nick for the hires, and congratulations to all the people that were hired. I wish them the best.
Good. Mr. Perola wants to know where you got that shirt. He liked that.
Everybody's calling out my shirt off.
Not really, but, you know.
All right,
Steve,
Mr.
do you wanna
Perola,
go
go
there?
ahead.
Love my shirt.
Just like to thank everybody like they did. I mean, congratulations, you're doing a great job. Congratulations, Mr. Eddie. Do you still live at home? Okay, then you're gonna start paying for it. You're gonna start paying for it now, that's how it works.
You want dinner? You want over for dinner?
That's how it works.
Welcome.
But thank you, congratulations, and thank you, Chris, for handling all this stuff.
Mr. Perola, do you have an update on the progress of the boilers that are going to be installed? I know there is, are you having a meeting?
We had a meeting, everything's going smooth, and everything should be done by September. And there should be no problem with the graduation.
Okay,
Everything will be out of the way.
okay. Mr. Polyafka?
Yeah, thank you again, Evan and Mr. Eddings, best of luck, thank you. Everybody else, Nick, Julie, you guys, Chris, excellent. Just to touch on what I was talking about earlier, after the last meeting, we met as far as some issues that we want to take care of. There's no update or anything on that, security and things like that.
I haven't heard anything. I guess what we need to do is that we talked about that, maybe we need to sit down with Mr. Gatto. When I say we, I think the Buildings and Grounds come up with a report and then come back to the whole board.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Davis wasn't, I guess, wasn't instructed to get a hold of Gatto and tell him what our thoughts were and stuff, so we could get a head start on things.
So there was security, right, Jeff, the committee?
Yeah, because you're,
Yeah, but we wanted to check out that one area first, see if it was feasible.
yeah, let's call a meeting, on that, and then, like you said, let's get that moving if it's something possible for the summer, yeah.
Yeah, all right, so.
Yeah, let's do that.
But that's,
You're in charge of
that's pretty
security.
much it, so.
Yeah.
We'll get it.
Yeah, jump on that. Yeah,
That's
Mr.
it.
Steltner.
Congratulations, Evan. You do such a great job. Your dedication is unsurpassed. Kids love you. Everybody loves you. You do a great job. Congratulations, Nathan. Mr. Eddings, looking forward to a successful career here. Hopefully you retire in 25, 30 years here, and you make an impact.
You go to work like that, dress like that?
He's sharp. And then, Chris, thank you. Kudos to you with the budget work. You do a lot.
Dr. Davis?
Appreciate it. That's about it.
Dr. Davis?
Yes. I just want to remind everyone, I think it was said, but just as a reminder, that we have the music concerts coming up. At the high school, it's on May 14th at 6:30 in the auditorium. And at the Snyder Dorati, the choral and band concert. In fact, they have a arts and science night, okay, right, Drew? That encompasses choral and band concert, gifted and enrichment, science fair, art class display, STEM showcase. That time starts at 6 p.m. and that's on May 15th, starting at 5 p.m. I'll have Ms. Moore send out a reminder in a week or two to the board.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting program. Let's try and attend that.
Dr. Downey
Dr.
said
Downey's
it's going
doing
to
a
be
great job with that.
explosive.
Yep.
Hey, Dr. Davis, that second concert, is that here? Or
Yes.
they
Yes,
both- Okay.
at Snyder, the 15th, yes.
The 14th high school, the 15th
14th
here.
high school, 15th, yeah.
2
We'll
weeks
send out a
from now.
reminder.
Got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Hauser?
Good to see everybody again. Everyone have a great, wonderful summer.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Hauser. Mr. D'Angelo?
Just two things. I know there's a big softball game tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow
You're
afternoon.
thinking next week, John.
Yeah.
All right.
Little lights.
And the only thing is, I don't think we met after we had our play. Right? We haven't met, but I will say it was very good, really good, and they did it like on a song, you know? It wasn't this multi-million-dollar Broadway production. They really used a lot of ingenuity to do it and had really good crowds, so.
That was Mr. Perry and Miss Senna.
Yes, Mr. Perry and Miss Senna did a great,
They're great.
and all the kids that participated, it really was a robust and not just one or two people. It was a great effort by
Yeah.
a lot of people, so, I hope everybody got a chance to see it.
1 second, when's the game and where?
There's a game tomorrow, it's a big game tomorrow at home.
Playoff next week, right?
3:45.
Who's it against?
Mass Charter,
Here or?
home,
Oh, home, okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I will not be here at the June meeting, so I just wanted to say thank you to Ms. Bowser, Mr. Nastasi, Jen, Chris for all the hard work on the budget, the board. We had another successful year, a couple bumps here or there, but I call it a successful year. Okay, we overcame a lot. So our hat is off to the administration, all the employees, every employee, Dr. Davis, the entire staff. Just want to thank you once again for a great school year. Congratulations, Mr. Eddings. Congratulations. I'm not going to go through and thank everybody that everybody thanked. Mr. Prola will give another update in June as to the progress to make sure that we're doing okay with the, that is a big project. And we forgot to say that the track
Right.
There was a meeting out at the track. That will be replaced in
June, July, August?
Yep. June, July, the entire track is going to be replaced. We had a sample of the track. It's a good quality track. It's the same that's at Truman, Mr. D'Angelo?
Harry S.
Yes,
Truman.
Harry S. Truman, it's the same track. So, once again, congratulations to another great school year. And do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion. So moved?